People said some hurtful things last week about my mock draft. I hope you people bring that same cruel energy for Dave tonight. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to the award-winning Saints Happy Hour podcast. Seriously, this podcast has won awards. American standards are dropping every day. The show features Ralph, the best host in the world, who can barely pronounce his own name, much less anyone else's.
Marcus Calloway.
Dave is that dude who loves taking bathroom breaks. He's mad about almost anything, so make sure to lower your volume when he speaks.
Put that freaking clown meme back up that I made. Jesus Christ.
Andrew has sources, watches tapes, and knows football. He rarely shows up on time and wants to commit crimes to help the Saints win.
Sean Payton would have done illegal things. Don't tell me I'm wrong, because you know it's true.
Oh, and there's also Kevin, who is great at doing mock drafts, but struggles to actually watch Saints games or have a functioning relationship.
Budrich wants to know how the doctor's doing.
That ended.
Anyway, grab a drink, sit back, and enjoy the insanity.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of the Saints Happy Hour podcast. I'm Ralph Marlborough. I'm joined by Dave, Kevin, Andrew. Also, hello to everybody watching on Twitch on the live stream right now. I see Allocution, Texas. I see Jason Champagne, Nikolai, Aldi Marino, Nola Fredo, your boy Alan, Jerry, all the regulars, Butterich. Thanks, guys, for joining in on the chat. On tonight's show, we're going to do our second mock draft of the season. Dave is going to give us his mock draft a week late, but maybe he'll finally make up for getting the Kai Harley story wrong, plus trivia and your questions. Before we start, remember to subscribe to Saints Happy Hour wherever you get your podcast. And I also have to mention about our MVP contest. If we reach $100 in donations tonight, the MVP will choose which minibar bottle from my gigantic minibar bottle booze collection I'm going to poison myself with. Consider donating via Stream Elements by typing in !donate in the chat and click on the link that appears. Twitch takes about 50% of the cut when you donate bits. So when you do this, you spend less money. It's easier and cheaper to get me drunk. It's a win-win. Even Andrew can do it. Plus, remember, text-to-speech donation, the best $20 you can spend on the internet. Thomas, do we have an MVP leader yet?
Yes, sir. Nikolai is in the lead. Thanks for subscribing for free with Twitch Prime with donation message. Damn, you all been on Twitch for 17 months now. Doesn't feel that long.
It doesn't. Thank you, guys. So the two I'm going to drink tonight, I still got the Dr.
Speak for yourself, Thomas.
I got the Dr. McGillicuddy one still. But Monadula, we celebrated his son being born in Tiberius. He wanted me to drink this, but I couldn't find it, and I found it. It's called Sal Maria.
No, that's not what it's called. You added an A to it, I think.
Salmiak.
Salmarie? Maria?
Salmari.
I don't know.
Salmari.
It looks disgusting. Salmonella. It looks disgusting. Monadula.
Shocker that Ralph would mispronounce something difficult.
That's right. Yeah.
Salmari. It's described as a dark, intense salmiak liqueur with a refined premium taste, which that tells you absolutely nothing. It has a refined premium taste. That's so descriptive. The ingredients are water, alcohol, sugar, and salmiak. What the hell is salmiak? The impression I get is that this is like a licorice type drink. Yeah. So I think it's only 25% alcohol.
Oh,
it's available in many, many places all over the Netherlands, according to their website.
That's lame. I'm drinking tonight. I'm drinking Ocean Blue Calypso lemonade and Hard Hide strawberry whiskey. It's delicious. It's amazing.
God, Calypso Blue? Is the lemonade actually blue?
I'm drinking
naturally.
Whistle Pig.
Yeah. Dave?
Kevin's on a weight loss journey, so he's eating chicken and having water.
Actually, no, I'm eating protein waffles.
Okay.
Oh God, that
24 grams of protein in these bad boys right here.
Wow, that's packing a lot of protein. I'm currently going to finish up a Bermuda rum swizzle, originally made at the Swizzle Inn in Bermuda. Is it in Bermuda or on Bermuda? You're in a country, but you're on an island. How does that work?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think it's in Bermuda.
I agree. But I am from Long Island, and you would always say on Long Island. You would never, ever say in Long Island.
Yeah.
But it's not a country, right?
I want to say hi to Who Dat Golfer. He won last week and he got to write on the board. My wife did a lovely job of writing.
My wife.
But she wrote too small. But he's at Augusta. So here we wrote gone to Augusta. Who Dat Golfer got lucky and he's doing a practice round at Augusta today.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. First of all, let's clarify. Who Dat Golfer is not playing in the practice
He's walking
round.
around.
He's attending the practice round. And second of all, seriously, that guy, he won the lottery and got tickets.
Yeah, his
God. That's like one of those congratulations, fuck you.
Yeah. So
so many people I know are at Augusta. I have never been. It's like my dream. I'm wearing an Augusta shirt today in honor of the
I know a decent amount of people that are there also.
Of course, yeah. I
My
know,
favorite-
but I've never been.
my favorite thing about Augusta is they have so much money. They just are like, we charge $2 for every food item in here.
Yeah,
because we have so much money. We don't even need all you rich people's money. We don't even need it.
Has it gotten easier to get into Augusta?
No, it's still a lottery thing. It's still a lottery thing.
So
I know a guy who played Augusta like last Tuesday.
Wow.
He knew a guy and he got to play Augusta. They were taking a dying friend out as like one last hurrah thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
One thing before we start to refresh your memory, Thomas, play this clip.
Oh damn, you got me.
I caught you off guard.
Yeah.
Dennis Allen only has 1 year, okay? Dennis Allen, this has to work. It's another
because
fucking Marcus Davenport and Peyton Turner. Just fucking pile him up on top of him. Like, I swear to God, we're building a fucking altar. We're building some kind of shrine to fucking loser injured players. I don't know.
It's not.
I swear.
It's not.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope to fucking Christ.
Forgetting
Stop interrupting. Let's spend 2 draft picks to draft a guy who's already proven himself to suck and not be able to play in this league. I don't get this thinking. I don't understand this.
Dave, you're forgetting.
Dave, I don't think that
the guy has already proven himself to suck. I would rather take a flyer on a guy that we don't know anything about than the guy that we already know.
I've had enough. Dave, you're forgetting. I've had enough. So we heard many of you hated.
It was bad enough the first time. Why are we listening to this again?
We heard many of you hated that version of Angry Dave to a point that some even turned off that episode. Well, guess what? Now we have the perfect solution. We give you an option to mute Dave or any of us, even me, 5 minutes. And no, Dave, you can't go to the bathroom while you're muted. That is illegal. You're going to have to sit for the entire duration as a punishment. That's what we call it, the mime mode. Since you're still able to communicate it with us via sign language. Actually, you know what, Thomas? Mute Dave now so people know we're serious. Just continue to talk, Dave, and we just mute his ass. Dave, he can write, he can give us the one finger salute. Because it's a big interference into the show, turning on the mime mode, and you want to do it to any of us, it'll cost you $50. But don't hesitate, be a hero, and I'm sure many of us will thank you. I know Andrew will when Dave just has to rant into the ether and we can't hear him. This was your idea, Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah, agreed. The Dave mute thing. Like, go ahead and talk real quick, Dave. What was that? Did you want to say something? Is that? Oh, sorry, we can't hear you.
Well,
Thomas, you finally done it. I am indebted to you. This is
so
beautiful.
you got to unmute Dave because it's Dave's
Well,
mock.
why?
Because it's his mock draft.
5 minutes, man.
Yeah.
5 minutes? That seems 5 minutes seems excessive.
That's puny.
5 minutes seems excessive. I mean, listen, man.
Like, I would say, like,
come on, Kevin.
2 minutes.
Be a man.
Like hockey, I would say 2 minute major.
It's 5 minutes, man. I make the rules.
No, we can't because we don't have any topics. He's a mock draft. Unmute him, Thomas.
I was kidding, man.
So we got to unmute Dave because it's your draft, Dave, and you I think you like fomented people in the Discord. People were aghast at my mock draft last week. They were my RAS scores were low. They were just horrified. I traded up. Like, they were completely horrified. I hope your mock draft, I hope you're ready, locked and loaded. You paid attention to RAS and all that. Are you ready to get raked over the coals tonight with your mock draft.
If you think that you're gonna fucking mute me and have a whole conversation and unmute me after that conversation, and I'm not gonna go back to that conversation,
It's even funnier. It's even funnier because when the clock stopped to unmute you, the clock read 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
No, I know. I don't get it. So I think that this is funny and all, but I think you're gonna have a real problem, Mike, if somebody just ponies up $50 to mute me in the middle of this mock draft that I'm supposed to be doing. That's not going to make for good podcasting audio.
Does Regina listen? Does your mom listen?
Yeah, my mom listens.
Is she on the live stream? I'll go halvesies, Miss Regina. I'll go halvesies.
And two, I feel like this podcast is about to make a lot of money from ourselves. Because I can see myself ponying up $50. I would have paid $50 just to shut Kevin up before this podcast.
You can't even mute
when he was talking about Dune.
The behind the scene, the behind the scenes this week is you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it.
You're probably gonna hate it.
It's something. It's something.
And by the way, and this is news to me. Like Ralph just dropped this on me. Like Ralph and
I gotta say real quick about Dune. I had never seen the first movie. I knew nothing about it. And I was on spring break this week, and one day when we were in Hilton Head, it was pouring rain, and so everyone was like, let's go to the movie. And the kids all wanted to see Dune too. So I went in with no knowledge of the first movie, no idea what this was. I just went and saw Dune 2. Man, it was awesome. It was epic. It was so good.
All right, well, don't spoil it for Kevin.
So
he hasn't read the book yet.
The first thing I did after going to that movie was that night I watched the first one on a streaming device because I was like, oh, this is great. So I'm like all in now. I really enjoyed it.
Good.
Dune, my brother's husband described it, because my brother loves Dune. My brother's husband described it as Star Wars on a beach.
That's pretty good. I will say the first one was not nearly as good as the second, in my opinion.
It moves a lot slower.
Yeah, and I feel like the first one was a lot of like setting up.
Yeah,
right.
You know, kind of like the rules of engagement and how things go. And then 2 is just like, all right, now that we've set the stage, boom, we're gonna be epic here.
Hey, Tomas, you got the GIF now of Dave making those exaggerated faces there for the future YouTube still.
Should we mute Dave again, even though we're the ones being annoying?
So you know we're deep in the heart of the Saints.
Yeah,
we're in draft season. We shouldn't be talking about Dune. We're in draft season. So Dave,
Ralph, to answer your original question when you wanted to segue into the draft, I actually totally forgot about Razscore.
Oh no, so did I. That was a problem last week. It was bad time.
I was like halfway through the draft, and I was like, oh wait a minute, I'm supposed to be doing everything by Raz.
You got to do Raz.
But I did. Do you like so? At the end of the draft, you know, we talked about this last week. Ralph, you got a C+ grade on your draft. Do you want me to tell you what I got ahead of time?
Hey, don't
or you want to wait till the end?
Don't spoil it.
You want to wait?
But I mean,
don't spoil
Andrew,
D-.
Kevin, like a C+ for mine. That's like in the real world, that's like an F, right? For the.
I mean, you have to try. You have to really go out of your way to get a C+.
I went. I wish.
And honestly, PFF was being generous with you.
I wish Andrew would have listened to it last week on while he was on spring break, or I should have sent it to Andrew just to make him mad.
Hey Kevin, let me tell you a little secret. Ralph lied. He didn't use PFF last week.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We revealed it in the behind the scenes, Ralph. We revealed it. Come on, man.
That's right. I forgot about that. I mean, the thing is, Dave, you didn't get your homework in on time,
late, so
I had to scramble. So, Dave, let's get started. Right. Dave, you're on pick 14. Get us started on this mock draft.
I'm on pick 14.
Thank you, Romeo Bra.
Yes, at pick 12. At pick 12 is the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton. So I thought ooh, maybe they might want to trade up. Maybe we could trade up 2 spots.
wow,
we,
here we
we don't have to give up too much. That seems like something the Saints would do. Sean Payton seems like Sean Payton doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would trade
Wait, you
down.
think
But
Sean
anyway.
Payton is trading down though?
Yeah.
No, I know that's the only non-believable part of this. But so I was going to trade the 14th for the 12th, and I was also going to give him our 175th pick. PFF gave this like an 86% chance of being accepted, but it did not get accepted.
What?
Wow. Yeah,
That's
surprise.
realistic. Sean Payton
Yeah.
probably hung up the phone. on
Sean
Mickey
Payton
Loomis.
gave us the middle finger on principle.
did.
Right. So I stayed put at 14. And on the board at 14 are Olu Fashanu, offensive tackle, Brock Bowers, tight end, Troy Futanu, offensive tackle, and Byron Murphy II, offensive tackle.
See, okay, so let me just say real quick. I've been doing a lot of mocks, and this is the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
This one pretty much exactly where I'm very interested in hearing where Dave goes here, because I'm always tempted by Brock Bowers. Like I'm always like, oh man, best tight end in the draft.
Yep.
Derek Carr loves tight ends. It would be so fun, but that would be like bordering on malpractice, just completely ignoring the reality of the Saints tackle situation. And you got 2 really good ones up there. So anyway,
Kevin, can Brock
just
Bowers,
setting
can
the
he
stage for
block?
you, Dave. Go ahead.
Can
you
Brock
are setting the
Bowers
stage.
block?
He can supposedly he can block.
Okay,
can
because that's
block.
what he'll be doing a lot of.
He's
if
so
the
good
Saints
that he
have-
can play tackle.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, he's just,
Kevin's not a fan of Brock Bowers, but where I'm going with this is he was the highest rated guy on the board for the 14th spot. This was supposed to be good value. I don't even know what his RAS is, but yeah, I took Brock Bowers.
Come on, man.
you gotta let.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus
Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry. I'll remember for the next.
You
You
fucked it
suck
up
at this.
already.
Jesus.
Holy
Mute him.
Shit.
Jesus.
Mute him.
Yeah, if you mute me, that would be
Pass
fun.
around the hat, kids, and get Dave muted.
Jesus.
Do the pick, Thomas. God damn.
What are you
Well, we have to listen to Thomas say New Orleans.
4 NFL draft. The New Orleans Saints select Brock Bowers, tight end,
Okay.
Georgia.
Here's my thing with
What's his RAS?
He didn't. I don't think he
I'll
doesn't.
find it.
I don't think he
I'll
has
find
one.
it.
He doesn't have it because he
work out.
didn't. He doesn't.
Oh,
work, he,
that's
didn't-
mysterious.
he didn't work out. Here's my thing with Brock Bowers, Andrew, is you better trust Clint Kubiak completely, because I think Brock Bowers, he's the kind of guy, if he goes to the wrong team with like a mediocre offensive coordinator or scheme and they don't really know how to use him, in 3 years, he'll be a nobody and just be like a 30 catch, nothing tight end. Like you better trust Kubiak knows what the hell he's doing. Cause I think like Brock Bowers, he could be really special, but he's not a guy that's so amazing. He's going to be good where, like Chris Olave, I believe wherever you put him, he would be a really good receiver.
Yeah.
I don't believe that with Brock Bowers. Like you better have a really good offensive coordinator. You better have a really good scheme. I don't believe he's like bulletproof.
Well, I'd like to think that if this offensive
and
coordinator
bullet.
the Saints just acquired is worth his salt at all, he's gonna find a way to make this rookie pretty good, right?
Yeah, I like it. I look, this is. I think this is what the Saints need. They need some. If he's as good as he is, they could use him in the red zone. They need.
All right,
help.
let me.
I know they need offensive tackles, and but I believe in. I'm kind of in the just take best guy available, even if you
Kevin,
don't need
how
him,
often?
take him.
wait,
If you don't need him,
hold on.
trade him for something else.
So, Dave, I guess we'll see what you do with the rest of this draft. But let's go a step before the draft. Are you bringing back Andrews Pete? Is there anything you're doing to kind of mitigate this pick?
No, let's get to the rest of the draft.
So, who are your tackles? You going Penning and Landon Young?
Let's get to the rest of the draft. I don't
right,
even remember who I drafted, but let's just get to the rest of the draft.
So, Kevin, how often in your mocks that you do, Kevin, every day, how often is Brock Bowers there? Like 50-50, 70-30?
14?
Yeah.
I'll just enter one right now. Yeah, Brock Bowers is typically gone
at 14.
Typically,
Yes.
he's typically gone by pick 10.
Dave, you cheated.
He's
But
typically gone
he
by
asked
pick
you
10.
what percentage,
Mute him,
like what
guys.
percentage of the time is he available at 14?
If you wanted me to guesstimate, I'd probably say under 20% of the time.
Okay. So this is like a semi-unicorn situation.
Too
Not-
bad,
right.
too good to pass up situation.
Yeah.
In
I
a
want
sense that, yeah, if he falls to 14 and you want to say, oh my God, this guy is so good. Yeah, too good to pass up.
Andrew, the fun about Brock Bowers getting picked by the Saints at 14, the news that would leak, I think, on Friday morning of the teams that tried to trade up and what they offered the Saints to get Brock Bowers at 14, and Mickey Loomis told them no. I think it would drive Kevin insane. So that could be really funny. That could be really funny. Like I think you would have Cincinnati, the Rams. I think you would have a bunch of teams offering the Saints probably another top 100 pick to move down 5-6 spots to get Brock Bowers. And of course, Mickey Loomis would tell them no. But to Andrew's point, Dave, your tackle situation is worse than my limp and my bad arm. Like that's the combo you have at tackle now. And you better get that fixed. So what do you got at 45 for us? What are our options?
Dave.
Oh, deception!
Oh, that's good.
It was very contemplated.
Shut up, Dave.
Damn, Hatchet John is back, 28-3. Not enough to mute Dave though.
But Dave
still.
muted himself. So Dave, what do you got for? What are the options at 45? Can Dave hear us? Dave, are you there? Are you?
Dave muted himself.
Did he mute himself?
Dave,
Wait,
come
can
on,
you
man.
hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What do you got?
We don't even need to mute Dave. He mutes
No,
himself.
you don't.
now.
I do
got?
not. I had more audio issues. I did want to just go back to the Brock Bowers thing and say I agreed with all of you guys. Like it is a kind of a unicorn situation. And I think that that's who the Saints would draft? No, I honestly think the Saints would go more for need. And probably maybe reach for a guy and whiff on it. I would rather see them just take maybe a guy who's supposed to be more of a sure thing, even if they don't necessarily need him. Anyway.
But the tackles,
okay.
the two tackles wouldn't be reaches, right? You just decided to take a guy that was a value pick, but
They wouldn't be reaches, no, but this is he's a better value. He's just you're getting a top 10 guy potentially.
all right, let's go to
So
the
what
next
do we get? What do we get? Yeah.
Ooh. This is delicious. I just poured a glass of Ripe in the Machine.
Wow.
A Great Notion Parish Brewing collab. It smells of delicious.
So what do we get? What do we got?
So we are now at 45. We're staying put. We're staying put. We have on the board available. Some fans are going to like this. We have Bo Nix.
Oh my God, no.
We have center Zach Frazier. We have cornerback TJ Tampa, and we have cornerback Mike Sanristel.
All right, I'm going to say something.
None of these guys have really great RAS scores. The highest being Zach Frazier, center at 7.67. Wait, no,
8.45.
No, 8.45 for cornerback. Mike.
these don't seem like. I feel like you should not pick these guys.
I asked if I could shake it up again and roll it and see if I got new things, but I wouldn't let me do it.
It wouldn't. I mean, this is a no-fly zone. These Razes are like this is a no-fly. This is a no-Raz zone for the Saints. I mean, you look the Saints. Andrew, tell me if I'm wrong. If you're not a 9, like the Saints, they're not even giving you the time.
Well,
of day.
I guess except quarterback, right? Because they took what was the Notre Dame guy? I'm blanking on his name.
Saldivari.
Ian Book.
They took Book, and then they took Jake Haener. So I don't know. I feel like Nix is of the options you presented me here. I would take Nix.
Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. Of those 4 options, I would honestly take TJ Tampa.
Yeah, why is that?
And I know he's got the lowest RAS out of the.
Do you think he plays a good Tampa too, Kevin?
First of all,
Well,
TJ Tampa, I
he's
feel
just
like
Tampa
is a
one.
porn star.
He's just Tampa one.
TJ Tampa is a porn star name.
Here's the thing.
So is Bo Nix.
That's like where all that stuff is filmed, is in Tampa.
Bo
Yeah,
Nix is also a
It's like
porn star.
your dad's
California,
nickname in the
brother.
first city you ever got drunk in. That's your porn name.
That shit's filmed
spit
in
out TJ
Encino.
Tampa.
The thing about
TJ,
Mike
if TJ
saying-
Tampa picks off Baker Mayfield, we could get some good jokes out of that.
Yeah.
So Saint Reese still? The thing about him is he's 5'10".
Miss me with that.
No chance.
I do not want a 5'10" cornerback.
Oh boy.
Unless his RAS was like 9.9 and he was
it wouldn't
running
be.
faster than Barry Allen himself.
Your
get him outta
RAS
here.
includes height, so
I was
there's
gonna
no
say, how does
way
he even-
his,
I was gonna
his
say, he's
RAS
got an 8
couldn't
point-
possibly be that high if he
Yeah,
was
he's got an
5'8".
8.45.
You must have something on a Raz that's like a 10, and that would
So-
really balance it
So
out.
TJ Tampa, meanwhile, is 6'2", weighs 200 pounds. He's played he's played every game, I think every game for the last 3 seasons. You know, like the opposing passer rating in his sophomore year was pretty bad,
He must be really slow.
but he got a lot better in his junior and senior years.
Mhm.
So I like
All right. He likes it. No.
If the Saints go if you go Brock Bowers, Bo Nix, Dave, I swear to God.
throw him in the imaginary Hague.
I mean, you good thing you drafted Bo Nix because he's going to be playing because Derek Carr is going to be dead by October 1st. Who you got, Dave? Who'd you pick? Thomas, tell us the pick.
No, I don't get to say. Remember?
Yeah.
All right, let's announce the pick. For the 45th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select TJ Tampa, cornerback from Iowa State.
Good job, Kevin. Very
I
good.
mean,
I see you've done the same research I did. Very
It'll
good.
never happen. He's Raz poverty, Andrew.
Yeah.
It'll never happen. But
Out of all those guys, no, Kevin's onto it. Out of all those guys, and look, you're right. That was a crappy lot of guys. That was like all of the other puppies got picked, and these was the runt. These were all the runts that were left. No offense. Yeah, I think TJ Tampa was the pick there. I think that was the
Well,
right
I officially hate this draft. Can we mute
Well,
Dave?
here's the thing, though, and I want Andrew. You hate the draft, you hate the Raz, but if the corner at 45 is an option, not TJ Tampa, because his Raz is
Maybe to
is
address
trash,
your earlier
but
to address your earlier question, maybe we can trade Marshawn Lattimore now for a tackle.
yeah, you can do it in August. You can't do it before the draft because the cap hits like $40 billion.
Maybe we can see one of those rare player.
Tara
for
Reid
player
says
trade.
this draft is chaos. But Andrew and Kevin, y'all are doing all these mocks. Like corner at 45 for the Saints is not out of the question.
It's not. I mean, obviously, there's the whole Lattimore ordeal and
Right.
just knowing what plays out there. The second pick being a corner starts to make a whole lot more sense if he's traded.
If you know for sure you're getting rid of Lattimore, or if you are very sure that you are going to try and move him, then sure, a corner at 45 makes sense.
I do. So,
But-
obviously.
Yeah.
But grabbing a tackle ahead of that is paramount. Like honestly, in terms of need,
Right. I mean, Lou
corner
Headley.
is like-
Lou Headley is your backup right tackle right now. So that's why I hate this draft.
I mean, this draft, the Saints they're gonna have to give like Becton or one of these trash tackles that are left. Like they're gonna have to pay them the Monday after the draft. I mean,
Did
Dave
he get a job yet?
He has not. Dave, this draft, I feel like you just hate Derek Carr and you're just trying to get him hurt. Like is this like I like
maybe.
I don't know. I feel like Carr does love a good tight end though.
Yeah, he does.
mean, he'll love him blocking when they play two of them and he says to stay in and keep him upright. I mean, the other point I want to ask is and Kevin, I want to ask you this because it'll just make you boil and angry. But Dave and Andrew, the Saints, like, they're not making all these 5th round picks, right? Like they're well, Andrew left, but Dave, they're packaging some of these, right? Like there's no way. There's no way.
Yes. Absolutely. They are definitely.
Yeah, the people in the chat say Detroit needs a corner, and Jason Champagne brings up a point. Fisk is a defensive tackle that people love. And listen, Pete is still unsigned. Dave, this draft
Fisky.
is. Oh, that's a good question, Thomas. Somebody looked that up. This draft isn't. This draft is your Sistine Chapel if your 2 objectives are to get Derek Carr killed and to get Dennis Allen fired. Like if
You're Sistine Chapel if you're fucking blind.
No, Kevin. If his objective,
if you're painting with your teeth,
if his objective is to get DA fired, it's the Sistine Chapel draft. Like,
that's what's going to happen.
My objective with this draft was to draft the best players that were available at the time. Okay, it's not up to me to if I'm Mickey Loomis or Kai Harley. It's not up to me what I'm going to do with those guys. Like this is. Look, I have no problem, and if I need to go and find a new coach, who can use the guys, the great players that I've drafted, then I might have to do that. Or a new quarterback. If I got to go find a new quarterback, fine. But no, I don't know. When I find that when the Saints draft for need is when they're at their worst, and I feel like when they're at their best. That's when they're drafting just for shits and giggles. I mean, I think about all the great draft picks. Marcus Colston, that wasn't a need. They took a flyer. Alvin Kamara, he's kind of a 4th round guy. Obviously, all the undrafted guys. And you talk about all the 1st round guys. I mean, how many of them hit compared to how many of them were just
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Dave. It's been a really, really long time. Well, maybe 2022. They needed a receiver with Olave, but even that. I can't remember a time where the Saints have needed a position as badly as they need an offensive tackle in this draft. And you're just like, I don't care. I'm drafted. I'm going best player available. You are pushing DA to be the defensive coordinator of the Eagles in 2025 so hard. Like, it's incredible.
All right. Next up, right?
This draft is. I mean,
we're not even halfway done. We're not even
pick 150.
We got 4 more picks.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want you guys to know that I've now switched to a little Chateauneuf du Pape.
Oh yeah.
You need to drink all of that to make sense out of Dave's.
Yeah, make this draft make sense. So what do we got?
Pick 150.
150. What do we got? Thomas?
What round is this? 5th?
Yeah.
5th, yeah.
Okay, so again, like we got Xavier Thomas, a defensive end,
Tyrone Tracy Jr.
Yeah.
Tyrone Tracy Jr., wide receiver, Trevor Keegan, guard, and Kamal Haddon, cornerback. Got some good razzes on here. We've got a 9.19 razz from Keegan, the guard. We got a 9.78 razz from Tyrone Tracy, the wide receiver.
Well, at least if you pick the guard, at least you would sort of address offensive line, kinda. Not attack. I hope you go the whole way and don't pick a tackle. And we could call this, Thomas. We could call this. You can make the graphic. You can have Derek Carr, the Green Bay game when looks like he's dead. You can use that as the image, and you can have the death to Derek Carr draft. That can be the graphic. I hope you don't pick a tackle. I hope you don't pick any offensive line, Dave. Andrew, any thoughts on these players? Have you been you've been doing a ton of mocks?
Take another drink of wine.
I know the Tennessee guy. I've seen him play just from watching the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
He's fine. I don't know, this receiver with a 9.78 RAS. I'm not going to even pretend I've ever seen film on him, but
I mean, yeah,
we could use a possession receiver.
We could use an edge rusher too. No.
I like you hit with Brissy last year. Go Clemson again. I like it.
Out of those four guys, so hang on. Let me check something on Trevor Keegan, though, because...
Who you like, Kevin? Tell me who you like.
Yeah, because I got to... Hang on. So, where's Trevor Keegan?
Was he on our all injury report podcast, Kevin?
I don't
think so.
Great.
I don't think so.
Let me see.
Oh,
First look, no. I don't think so. Because I don't see any note about
Butters is
that.
saying Tyrone Tracy is a running back. Still, though, a 9.8 RAS is strong.
Yeah, there's no mention. No, actually, Keegan's draft stock is going up on the mocks. Yeah, he is just listed as a guard. He's 6'6" and 320 pounds. So
I like that.
Like he would fill a need, but I want to see what Xavier Tracy.
Xavier Thomas.
Xavier Thomas, sorry, Xavier Tracy. I don't know where I got
that
from.
You did a Ralph there. You merged two.
Yeah, you definitely Ralphed.
Yeah. See, Xavier Thomas, the trend on him is now up too.
Ooh.
Slightly undersized at 6'2".
Oh, that's okay.
But
I feel like that's a no-go for
Saints. You look at the needs here. It's like you've either got an injured Cameron Jordan, question mark with Chase Young, and then you got Granderson, who's a year older, and Peyton Turner, who, God only knows if he's ever going to put 2 and 2 together. And then you look at the guard situation, and it's James Hurst and Cesar Ruiz.
Yeah.
I mean, it's disaster. It's disaster.
The
problem is we should have taken a tackle. We should have either
done a lot of things, Kevin.
14, or we should have traded down at that situation and auctioned Brock Bowers off.
This draft is full of regrets.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't entertain any Brock Bowers offers. Like I
tell you what,
I would have done that.
Based on this,
that would never happen.
Based on this, I'm gonna say Trevor Keegan.
Okay.
He's got a higher RAS.
He's got an Irish last name.
That's right.
He's got more. There's more risk. There's more risk with the O-line, or there's more help needed at the O-line. So I'm saying Trevor Keegan.
Okay, but if you weren't
how does Irish
need,
Kevin feel about drafting a good Irish lad like Keegan?
I think Keegan is a Scottish name?
I don't know.
It sounds Irish.
Wait, now if the Saints didn't have a need at any position, who would you take out of these 4 people?
Tracy, because he's got the delicious RAS.
Also, I don't know if this sways you at all. So Tyrone Tracy played running back. He played receiver at Purdue right up until last year, and then his final season as a senior, he played running back. So for what that's worth, but I'm looking at Tyrone Tracy. I'm looking at his write-up right now, and one of the first adjectives, I don't know if this changes anything for you, Dave, but one of the first descriptors for Tracy that I read is that he's bendy.
No,
he's bendy.
I didn't see that article beforehand, or did I?
All right, let's make the pick, Thomas.
All right, let's go, Thomas.
What do you mean, Thomas? Commissioner Goodell.
Commissioner Goodell. My apologies.
Polish
Commissioner
Goodell.
With the 150th pick of the 2024 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Xavier Thomas, defensive end from Clemson.
Well, at least you finally filled a goddamn need, Dave. I'll give you that. Congratulations.
With a midget
defensive end.
Awesome.
Another value need. Yeah, but you know what? This guy's going to work out because we drafted him in the 5th round, not the 1st round. Okay? So we got that going for us. And I don't think he's injured all the time. So maybe we got that too.
Yeah, in the chat, people are saying Dave said "fuck your quarterback." But Andrew, to your point about the Saints have said, or Jeff Island has intimated that maybe they'll change the defensive end prototype. If this happened, it would be that. Or do you just think the Saints are lying that they're never?
No. His RAS is pretty high. I mean, he's in the 8s, and I suspect that
without the height,
his RAS tanked because of the height.
Right.
So, I think they
So
would
that
make
means
an
he's great in
exception
all
for
other
an edge
areas.
guy if he was very quick sideline to sideline and,
Smart.
so yeah.
Bendy.
So
Not injured all the time. Actually
maybe
plays in
that's
games.
Was this guy productive? Did he actually have sacks? Kevin, why don't you look that up for us?
Yeah, let me find that. Xavier Thomas.
What do you mean, Kevin? You should ask Dave. That's his draft.
I assume Dave has no idea.
So sacks, he had 5 in 2021, 2 in 2022, and then 4 in 2023.
Not great, Bob. Not great.
So he is not productive at all. Is what you're saying.
Wait, but here's the thing. He played in 12 games in 2021 and 2023. He only played in 3 games in 2022.
Oh, he's born.
So take a look.
He's a born saint. He's an injured
Let me
defensive
take a look
lineman.
at his-
God. He was
Let me take a
born to
look
be
at his
saint.
season in
Jesus.
2022 here and see if I can find anything.
I mean, shoot, an injured defensive end that can't get sacks. We already got Peyton Turner for that.
I mean, that's like
Hey,
We got
need
that-
to
we got
fill
that
the
quota
need after
filled,
nothing
Dave.
vote.
we got Peyton Turner at home, Dave. What do you need?
This draft sucks.
This is yeah. I mean, I'm feeling better about my
Look,
draft.
I know I was
No,
on
you should.
vacation last week and I didn't see whatever happened, but there is no way Kevin's draft was worse than this.
My draft.
No chance.
Ralph's draft.
I feel.
Oh,
I
it's you.
just want.
I fixed tackle.
Okay,
at
I think
least.
there's a way his draft was worse. There's a way.
By the way, I just want to say I haven't told you any of the other grades or the overall grade, but this pick got an A+ from PFF.
Kevin's
So,
not happy.
And this is my highest graded pick.
Thank you, purveyor of awesome.
So PFF
This
disagrees
guy
with all of it.
This guy has played 6 seasons of collegiate football.
Yeah, he's 24 years old. He remember when Dennis Allen said they wanted a veteran presence? This guy's a veteran presence.
He's a veteran.
He's a veteran rookie.
Yeah, I'm sure by the time the draft occurs or by the time the season
already
starts,
got
he'll
2
be
kids
able to
and a
rent a
mortgage.
car legally.
He's getting Social Security. I mean,
Xavier Bone.
Jesus. I thank you, purveyor of awesome. He says your draft, Ralph, looks like 2017 compared to this. So that's
Interception! Matt Ryan! Dave's draft is dumb.
Damn, Hatchet John went up 28.3. Only 20
Thank you.
buckaroos
So 2 years
away.
So I got it. 2 years ago, he injured his foot and missed at least 6 weeks with foot surgery.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
Whatever, 6 weeks.
hurt himself during a scrimmage.
I mean, it's like
All right. Well, look, you all are going to look stupid when my next pick comes up. So it's fine.
Jason
It's
Champagne.
fine.
Yeah, great. I look forward to it, Dave.
Thomas.
You guys are going to look dumb. When
All
the
right,
next
let's go. What's the next one?
XFL Vier Thomas. Jason
you go.
Champagne in the chat.
Wow. So
Holy shit.
what's the next possibility?
Let me do
Thomas?
a quick donation update before
Oh, yeah, do
that
it.
because I didn't have time to do that. Hatchet John is in the lead, 66.6 buckaroos.
Thank you,
Second
Hatchet
place,
John.
Nikolai with 5 buckaroos. Jason Champagne also with 5, and Badrich with 2. We are
drink
less
it.
than $20 away
I'm just saying.
from
Calamari.
Ralph
I'll drink
drinking
it.
probably Salmiak. Damn, nice
Yeah, it looks
beanie,
just-
Kevin.
Yeah,
Thank
looks
you.
great. So what's our
Rust
next?
is my color.
All
So what do we got?
We are now at pick 168. These are all the comp picks, right?
That's right.
We are 168. We have 170.
Interception! Matt Ryan! Dave's draft did not sound like this on his phone. Luba, it's
Oh damn! Wow.
Well done. Well done.
Well done from the top row.
Well done.
I gotta play also this.
Why is that quality so terrible? It does
Oh,
not sound like
man.
that on my phone.
Your boy
I didn't even-
Allen, 20.3.
Yeah, boy.
Taking us
I know this is
over
only
DH.
25% volume by.
But what does it smell like? Does it smell like licorice?
Oh, it does. Oh, I hate licorice. And
Hey, wait, do we want that drink or not? Ask Hatchet John.
He just
man.
opened it, so it's too late now.
I mean,
Yeah, do that one because then McGillicuddy's is terrible. Like following it after that.
Oh,
I think that's
yeah.
the ideal. I think that's a good combo. I think that's a winning combo. There it goes. Glug glug glug.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Yikes.
Is it like terrible Jaeger? Does it taste like?
Oh.
Jaeger.
It was like thick going in.
Oh, that makes so much
Tomas,
sense.
check the timestamp on that.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh God, that was
That's what she
horrible. I mean, it was really hard going down because it was like
That's what
it
she
was.
said.
That's what she said.
It was like I don't even know like the texture. Like I wouldn't say like a milkshake. It was like
I have something you could compare it to. Maybe I don't know. You might know. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
If you come, you best.
You know
come
what it
hard.
tastes like?
there you go.
I wouldn't.
There it is. That's why we've had that soundbite. Wait,
We've been waiting for that. It's been in the. Put
Give
that
me
one in the
the
whole
rating,
thing.
man.
I would say an 8.
Oh, 8. Not bad.
It was it was really gross going down. Like I was. It was. Monadula,
8.5.
this was disgusting.
Shout out to Monadula.
But hey, Sally, I need assistance. Like usually, Dave, I can just open my throat and like it's down. That
That's
one,
what she said.
yeah.
and it,
Yeah, sorry.
and it didn't happen. This one didn't happen. It was gross.
The worst is that it's like a reflex. I don't even mean to say it, and it's just
You just can't.
Please, you have to clip. I just open my throat and the movie goes down. Like that has to be a new sound.
Tomas, this whole thing, you are literally like a minor. You are just it's all the gems in here.
It's,
Yeah, really.
when we do the sound drop bracket in June, this episode tonight's gonna have its own side of the. It's gonna be its own bracket.
all right. Can we go back to Dave's
region?
Can we go back to Dave's shitty ass?
Yeah, let's go back to my draft and let me show you why you guys are total morons.
What do you mean shitty? He pointed it with.
All right, so we're at pick 168.
Nailed it.
We are at pick 168. We are 18 picks later, and guess who is still there? Trevor Keegan, the guy that you wanted to draft 18 picks earlier and overpay for because you guys are idiots.
Overpay.
Over whatever. You guys are idiots. Okay. Tyrone Tracy Jr. still available. Wide receiver, maybe a running back. We don't know. Thomas has no idea. Trevor Keegan, guard, 9.19 RAS. Kamal Haddon, cornerback, 7.48. Those three guys were all there last time. Bo Braid, safety, 5.38.
Well, you're picking again in 2 picks, so you got
now adding to the mix.
These guys will still be there. Maybe you're stupid to take Keegan this time because he'll be available in 2 picks.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Kevin, how angry do you think Clint Kubiak would be if this draft actually happened? Do you think he would quit on the spot? Would he be like, if you don't pick an offensive lineman?
Excuse me, we got you Brock Bowers, Kubiak. Shut the F up, okay?
I think Clint Kubiak would.
He's having regrets.
Clint Kubiak cannot come. If Clint Kubiak complains, I would say, Clint, we spent our first round draft pick. We went over a tackle, and we got Brock Bowers for you. Shut up.
Kubiak's pissed, and DA goes, I have 2 words for you.
DA says, oh, I'm so sorry.
Suck it long, suck it hard.
This feels so good. Right. Yeah, he would never.
DA says, I have 2 words for you. Sal Diveri.
All right, Thomas, make the pick.
Make the pick, he says, and the pick I will make. I mean, Dave. With the 168th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trevor Keegan.
There you go. You got your freaking offensive lineman.
I
look at him.
And
he's
I believe
happy.
he can. Hold on. I looked this up. I believe he can play tackle. So I was thinking maybe we can move him around.
That dude, definitely. That dude is definitely a cow.
Guys, are we not considering the fact that his first name is Trevor, and he's an offensive lineman with a high RAS.
Yeah.
This does not scare us.
We haven't learned a damn
You know
thing.
what?
We haven't learned anything.
You know what? If you have a chance to not draft a tackle, specifically a tackle, if you have a chance to blow picking a tackle for the first 167 picks until you get the opportunity to draft a guard who might be able to play tackle, you got to take that. You have to just, you got to grab the bull by the horns at that point.
Kevin, this was a no-brainer. This was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I didn't even really make the pick so much as the pick made itself.
Me's a Michigan man.
Honestly, this draft sucks so hard that unless Brock Bowers is Jimmy Graham on steroids,
disaster.
This is a disaster.
Brother, let me tell you something. He has one final pick to make.
No, I have two.
And this draft.
I have 2 picks.
Oh, okay. Whatever. We're not even done. And this draft sucks so bad it's already won an AVN award.
This draft makes me want to put a futures bet on Mike Vrabel, Saints head coach.
Did they win the AVN award because of TJ Tampa?
I think the Saints have gotten worse somehow in this draft. I feel like I don't know how they've been 4 players. So what's the final pick, Tom?
Anybody available with the last name Atlanta or Carolina? This next pick.
It's not the
Who's
final
available.
Pick. I have 2 other picks. All right, so we are now at pick 170. Tyrone Tracy still there, hanging on strong. Kamal Hadden.
It's just
Joe
2
Milton.
picks later,
Wait, what?
Just take the quarterback.
2 picks later, man. How could he not be available?
Yeah, Joe Milton III at quarterback and Drake Newton at center.
Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
You want to take the center? Why do you want to take the center?
No. You called him Nugent.
Oh, Nugent. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you pulled a Ralph.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys like here?
I don't like any of them.
You need to take
Jason Champagne likes Tracy.
Well, guess what? I'm on the clock and I had the draft.
Wango Tango Center. Take Ted Nugent.
I guess Tracy. Take Tracy.
Ted Nugent.
We are all divided. Okay.
Take Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
Think of the jokes.
Okay.
You can go Wango Tango. You can go Stranglehold.
You can go QB.
Hang on. How big are these? Hang on. How big is this freaking?
Wasn't Joe Milton pretty good at Tennessee? He was a good quarterback.
They were
6'4".
rolling there for a little bit last year, weren't they?
Future Hall of Famer Joe Milton.
That's right.
He can't be that much worse than Jake Hayner, right?
The devil's advocate. Milton.
I lean Drake Nugent too.
Yeah, that's right.
Doubling down on Michigan interior linemen.
Yeah. That's never doubling down on players from the same school in almost consecutive picks, a la Vaughn and Dunbar, Wake Forests. Back
Vaughn and Dunbar. If he didn't just go full Ralph, like that is the fullest Ralph of any Ralph that's ever been Ralph.
How is it you don't remember Stanley Arno?
Vaughn and Dunbar.
Wait. Wasn't it Arno?
It was.
It was Arno and Dunbar. And
Super Bowl
weren't they
champion Stanley Arno.
Anyway.
And the Saints, they went Jonathan
Stanley
Sullivan.
Arno and what was it? Chip Vaughn? What was it?
Chip Vaughn. That's right. That's right. Chip Vaughn.
The Saints have done
the Wake Forest dynamic duo.
Yeah, they went.
Didn't they do it like one? Like there was.
They did it with Jonathan Sullivan and John Stinchcomb.
Yeah, so it does not work out well when they go back to back. Same schools.
Let's go, Tom. Let's give us the pick.
All right.
All right. With the 170th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Kamal Hadden, cornerback from Tennessee.
When you have a chance,
his face is what I think of this draft. If you
when you have a chance,
his face,
grab
this poor man,
2 corners. and not take a tackle.
Well, because we're
Not
getting.
take a wide receiver.
I took a guard.
Not
You got
take.
a guard.
Not take. I mean.
We
Yeah.
went best available, baby. This isn't about what you need. This is about what's out there and what we can get.
Well, don't worry. There'll be plenty of needs next year.
Yeah, well,
Plenty of
that's
needs.
fine.
Have I said
quarterback.
on this?
That's fine.
Have I said
We'll
on
have a
this
new coach
show-
and a new quarterback, and we'll have a good foundation to build on.
Have I said on this show yet that I hate this draft?
Yes.
I mean,
Oh,
I got one
you're
pick
about to
left.
quit
too.
live on air.
I got
think
one pick. Are we doing the 175th pick too?
Thomas, are we or not?
We have
No.
the graphic only. The
We have
final
the graphic
PFF,
only, so you'll get this.
PFF.
I hope PFF gave you a what? grade
Joe
did they give
Milton
you?
the third.
I picked Joe Milton with pick 175. Okay, all A's. All of these picks
Oh
were
my
A's.
God!
Not even a single B. Overall grade A. I don't know how. So let me ask you a question. So Pro Football Focus. This is stop, Ralph. Stop. Pro Football Focus is a website that Kevin respects that Kevin respects and uses. That a lot of people respect and use, and I would assume they spend their entire lives working on these grades and all this kind of stuff. So I want to know how the three of you who don't like this draft, I want to hear you insult Pro Football Focus for giving this draft an A, because obviously you're saying you know more than the experts because they gave this draft an A.
No, I watched Cam Irvin play tackle, and I watched August P play tackle, and it was terrible.
Like Hatchet
And I
John
have
is
to watch
saying,
it again.
Hatchet John says all these A's are lies. So look,
That's right.
as far as I'm concerned, I'm innocent. I've got these A's. I'm innocent. You got to prove me guilty. So start going. What do you got? What do you got? I got A's. I'm innocent. Prove me guilty. Give me something to work with here.
Hang on.
Tell me how Pro Football.
You have to let me talk. I have to talk.
Tell me how the people
Why are we
that
not
work at
muting
Pro
him?
Football
Why are we
Focus
not
are
muting
wasting.
him? I thought I would be allowed to talk and offer a rebuttal. I thought I was going to be allowed to talk and offer a rebuttal. This is fake. This is fake PFF news. That's what this is. This is fake PFF news. These draft numbers, I don't know where they got these grades. I don't know. Many people are saying on the streets that these A's were bought and paid for on a laptop being hidden by Hunter Biden. I'm just saying that's what this is. That's all. I have some good friends in the East, the Far East, the Southeast, the Mid-East, the East. They're telling me this was a fraudulent draft. We shouldn't have listened to this man, and yet all these people are saying, who are you going to listen to? Who are you going to listen to? Are you going to listen to the GMs? Are you going to listen to the coaches? Are you going to listen to the draft experts? No. I know what to do. I know how to draft, and that's what we're going to do. The Big East as well. Many friends in the Big East, and yet this man, Dave Coolio, he made a bad draft, and history will judge him unkindly for it. And I have to stand by that.
Yeah, Andrew, you have a lot of work next week to clean up my draft, which may or may not have been bad, but at least I fixed the tackle problem, and Dave's draft, which
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty relaxed. Yeah, like I just need to mail it in, and I feel like I could turn in a better product than this.
I mean, this is awful.
An abomination.
I want to say, listener and Vince in Maine sent us a signed Deuce McAllister jersey. So we're going to raffle that thing off. Weekly MVPs get their shot at having a signed jersey from a Saints legend. Thomas, quick donations update before we get to trivia.
Yeah, Hatchet John is still in the lead. Your boy Allen right behind him. And we are a little bit more than 70 buckaroos away from your second drink.
All right.
By the way.
All right. Get us to trivia.
Remind people, what's the second drink again?
The second drink is Dr. McGillicuddy's Menthol Mint.
Menthol Mint.
Menthol Mint. Yeah, it's disgusting. But
all right. Well, anyway, best draft ever.
No, I mean, God.
I'm gonna Thomas. Write this. Take a note of this when we do our reviews for next year. I just want to go run down my draft list and see how good everybody did and see if it just Thomas, in general and see.
Thomas, I know you're in the lab working really hard to get us a three-peat for the Louisiana Sports Writers Podcast of the Year. I know you're working hard in the lab. Whatever you think, burn this tape. Don't add it to the award submission. What's the trivia, Thomas?
Before trivia, thanks to Budrich for 100 bits. The sponsor of the trivia, also, by the way. And the trivia question is... Let me play the music first, also.
Ooh.
Outside of quarterback, which position have the Saints not drafted in the first 2 rounds in 20 plus years?
That's a great question, Kevin.
They drafted a punter.
We can eliminate running back.
Yeah. Punter.
We can eliminate fullback.
Kicker.
Why? When have they drafted a running back in the last 20 years in the first 2 rounds?
Reggie Bush.
Oh, that's right. Fullback.
Oh, wait. Oh, first 2 rounds. Oh.
Fullback.
Wait, did they draft the kicker in the first 2 rounds?
No.
So we're trying to eliminate positions here.
Linebacker.
All right, well, Irk Slavin was picked, so we can rule out punter.
No, but that's 20 plus years.
Right?
No. Linebacker.
Irk Slavin's been drafted in the last 20 plus
They
years.
drafted.
Right? No,
they drafted Courtney Watson in round 2, but that's like, that's right around the 20-year window.
Wait a minute. Wait.
This question doesn't make sense.
Well, we took Stephon Anthony in the first round, so
that's right.
Point of clarification. Point of clarification.
20 plus years mean?
Because it's the plus that's throwing us off. Is it?
Yes. Correct.
What year are we starting this at?
Yeah.
So it's got to be 2000, let's say 2020. I would say tight end. Like they haven't picked tight ends in the first couple.
What about
right?
Irv Smith? Irv Smith was a first round pick.
Yeah, but that was like in the 90s, man. That was like.
Wait, I don't understand. That was 20 plus years ago, though.
Correct. Right. That's what I'm trying to ascertain here.
Yeah.
Is
Butterich in the chat? Can he clarify?
Yeah.
Or can Thomas
1980.
clarify?
He's saying 1980. I don't know what that means, but.
Yeah, I don't know. So
why wouldn't you say 40? Poorly worded question here, Budrich. Come on.
Nioli, they picked a guard. Wide receiver, they picked a bunch.
Wes Carroll.
Yeah.
What about tight end?
Irv Smith.
We just safety. No, Kenny Vaccaro.
Corner.
No, Lattimore.
Okay.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
And then we do linebacker.
McCoy, center. They picked him, so that's out center.
And then they picked Cedric Ellis.
What about running back? Oh
no, Reggie.
Reggie, yeah.
And Ingram.
Yeah.
Right, and Ingram. Yeah, shit.
Fullback.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Thomas, this question is very poorly worded.
Well, I'm going to say fullback.
Yeah,
Why
cool.
is
I'll
it
say
poorly
fullback.
worded, man? Come on.
It's poorly worded. Hey, give us the answer. I'm mad at Butter. It's just
Stop
this
whining like a little baby.
Hold on. I want to guess. I would say fullback and
there's only one answer. I don't think there's multiple answer.
Yeah.
That's one answer, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's got to be fullback, I guess.
Yeah.
So is fullback the final answer?
I'm gonna say tight end.
I mean, is long snapper a choice?
Yeah. So tight end is my answer. Go ahead, Thomas. Give us the answer.
All right. Let's see who was right.
Oh,
Yes.
tight end.
I'm not going
it's
to play
Cam
any
Cleveland.
sound because Ralph was right and Andrew wasn't.
It's Cam. I guess Cam Cleveland, 1998 would be the last one, second round.
No, Irv Smith was picked in the first round.
Yeah, but he's earlier. Irv Smith is like early.
Cam Cleveland in
I
1998.
don't get the question.
In the
But
second round.
That was 20 plus years ago.
I didn't understand the question.
Yeah.
So anyway. So
But yeah, that makes sense. Jimmy Graham was taken in the third round, right?
It's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that squares. Yeah, Cleveland and Irv Smith were really the last two tight ends they have taken in the first 2 rounds. So that makes sense.
Whenever the only thing I think about Cam Cleveland is that he got a sack of quarters to the face.
A detached retina was the injury.
That's right.
Oh shit! Fullback in the year 2000, Terrell Smith.
In the year 2000.
Wait, what draft? What round though? 4th or 5th, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, the 4th round.
Yeah,
4th round. Yeah.
Damn it.
So Thomas,
he was the team's second pick.
Oh wow,
he was good too.
He was.
Yeah, he stayed there for 9 years.
He got a second contract.
Who was the second pick in the 1999 draft?
None.
What? Carney was drafted. What round was Carney?
I don't know. Who was the 3rd pick in the 1990 draft?
Nobody.
Who was the 4th pick in the 1990?
Thomas, give us finger guns.
Kill me.
I can't get over this. I can't do your draft, Dave. I can't get over
all A's. Ralph, I don't understand. Like, these people make these grades for a living and then feed their families, and you're insulting them. This is
the algorithm is
no. Hang
more
on.
broken than my arm.
Upsetting. These PFF people make it their life's work, and you're just shitting all over them. This is what an insult. What an insult.
Theo Johnson. If I manage to, through some machinations, get picks in the early 100s, and I grab Theo Johnson at, say, pick 120, I'll get a much lower grade because they have him rated somewhere in the 150 mark. So if I grab him at, say, 119, I'm going to get a much lower grade because they interpret that as reaching.
And also, it's a bad pick.
You've got guys that are falling to you through some sort of weird luck of the Irish thing where you got like a horseshoe wedged up your ass, and you got some people that are falling to you, so therefore it becomes an A. Oh, this guy that was rated higher on our board fell to Dave 5 spots later, therefore it's a great pick. Never mind the fact that it's not a position of need. Whatever.
So you're saying don't draft best available.
I'm saying you gotta think of needs a little bit.
I don't know.
You gotta think needs a little bit.
No,
not
just get good players.
Thank you, Andrew.
Always and forever.
Wait, then you're on my side for this draft, Andrew.
I think your players suck. So no, I'm not.
They were the best available. I picked the best available players at the time that I was able to pick.
Problems with aggression.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think you have to be aware.
It's okay to agree with me sometimes, Andrew. You're not gonna just spontaneously combust.
You might.
Like it's okay. It's okay. You're not gonna go to hell. You can sometimes agree with me.
I know, my Catholic guilt does not allow me to agree with you.
And everything will be fine.
Dave Noel Fredo says Dave chased the pretty girl Bowers and it cost him his t-shirt empire. Thank you, Noel Fredo. Thomas,
you're a t-shirt magnate. You got the 2,000 square foot shop.
If I had taken, this is for everybody. If I had taken Olu Fashanu in the first round instead of Brock Bowers, and the rest of the draft was the same, does that change everything?
No, I just want to
change everything.
I bang on you.
I took a tackle. I took a guard.
Instead of saying it was a terrible draft, I say it was a bad draft after Fashanu.
I want to just yell at you. That's what I would do.
Why you wanted? Wait! You wanted me to take TJ Tampa in the second round?
Yeah, out of what I saw.
That's what I. What do you mean? That's what I was dealing with.
TJ Tampa was your best.
Different board.
Look,
did I have other players to choose from that you were looking at than I was looking at?
Yes, you did.
Dave, if you want honesty, I've been drinking a little bit. Maybe it's a truth serum, but there's very little that you could have done in this exercise where I would have celebrated it, just because it's you.
That's right. The best pick you did was TJ
makes me
Tampa.
feel a little better.
The best pick you did was TJ Tampa. That's the best pick. All right, Thomas, take it to the top so I can give the people finger guns.
You already did, man.
I did that. All right, give us the first question then. I didn't hear it.
Damn, so many questions this week compared to last week. I'm proud of you guys. Okay, first question.
We'll get to them all. We'll do a mailbag. All the questions, we use them eventually. We promise. What's first up?
TJ Does Tampa says your boy Ian in the chat. Okay, first question from CDWPT95. He asks, which Saints player, past or present, or any professional athlete, do you think wouldn't heed the warnings yesterday and stared right into the eclipse?
Well, CD Deuce put him at the top of the list.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
CD Deuce 100% would stare into the eclipse.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
question.
Basically, the question is which
Kyrie
Who's the
Irving.
dumbest?
current or present or past Saints player is an idiot, right? Is that essentially
Kind
it?
of. I feel like
Michael Thomas?
I feel like Heath Schuler, he
Oh,
locked
yeah.
on to receivers. He would have locked on to the eclipse. Like,
Danny Werfel did that too.
dude, Danny Werfel. Like,
Lattimore.
maybe.
Don't shoot your dick off.
Yeah.
Don't stare into the sun during
Junior-
an eclipse.
Junior Galette. Who else, Kevin? Junior Galette would have
Junior.
definitely
So I've got two here, and one of them is based off of a suggestion by Nola Fredo. He said Jeremy Shockey. I could see
Yes.
I could see somebody telling Jeremy Shockey not to stare at the sun, and him being like staring at the sun, going, "Oh, you think you're bigger than me?"
If Jeremy
Jeremy Shockey
Shockey,
is the correct
if
answer.
Jeremy Shockey is in Vegas at the time of the eclipse, then 100%.
100%.
So hear
he's
me
in-
out. Hear me out. We have a former player who is, say, partaking in a early
Ricky
afternoon
Williams.
game of badminton.
Oh.
And he's playing against a real tall guy. And the guy comes up and spikes the shuttlecock down at him. His neck jerks up and permanently gets stuck looking up for the next 90 minutes.
Mhm.
And he has no glasses available. So his face is permanently locked up in the direction of the sun. That player's name, with such terrible luck, you guessed it, Ted Gregory.
I was like, where is he going with this?
I was like, is he gonna go? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do
Well
Chase
played.
Young?
Now, if only he could sit forward and talk into the mic, that'd be great.
Yeah. So what's
You all
next?
heard
Tom?
me.
What's next, Thomas?
Yeah,
What's
just
next,
not
Tom?
well.
What's next, Thomas?
All right, next question from Saints Rabbit, the usual suspect. Who should the Saints hire, real or fictional, dead or living, to handle all communications on behalf of Dennis Allen?
Oh, this is a great question.
Oh,
Norm McDonald, final answer.
That's
what?
right. Yes.
What? That is terrible. I was thinking somebody like what the hell
That's a-
show was that with
Sean Payton.
that actual
Patches John says Paul Hyman.
Heyman,
Heyman.
not Hyman. Good God.
I watched wrestling. I watched
What?
WrestleMania for the first time in 25 years. My son's into the wrestling. Pat McAfee sucks. The matches were amazing. The Rock was on the roids. He was looking great. But
actually, okay, this is a real answer.
the people!
I feel like
my-
Norm McDonald would be awesome. He'd be like, you know what sucks? Losing a football game. Yeah, that really sucks. And
No,
then
I-
he would just, the punchline would be somewhere like 5 minutes later, but like he would take the media on this ride, and it would be equally painful, like DA is.
but
At least you'd be like if you were in on the joke, it would be funny the whole way.
I think
That is fucking stupid. Wake up.
This dude.
Dusty Rhodes. That's my answer.
I was gonna say I was getting more serious with this. I was gonna say like he needs somebody who's well versed in PR. I was gonna go with like Kerry Washington from Scandal, like Olivia Pope in Scandal, like somebody who wants to perfectly craft your public persona, knows
Clinton.
exactly how to talk to the media, tells you when to shut up, when to say something, all that kind of stuff.
What about Cam Jordan?
Well, Cam Jordan should just be the coach.
Noel Alfredo says you get the Rock, and he would just tell Arthur Smith to shut up, bitch, at the end of the season.
He'd probably make a few jokes that would be a little untoward, and then
Yeah,
we'd
it'd
all
have to
be
be-
tugging at our collars.
He'd be paying a lot of fines to Goodell.
Yeah.
I think I'm changing my pick to Cam Jordan. Just let him speak for DA.
Yeah.
I will say that the person who should handle all communication for the Saints, Twitter, Facebook, written press releases, public speaking, whatever, Cormac McCarthy.
Oh my God.
What?
Zero punctuation.
Oh my God.
Except for the occasional period. You have no idea what's going on. You have to read it 2 or 3 times to really understand it. And then by the time you've done that, he's out the room. There's no follow-up question. There's nothing to bother him about.
Or an author, all the pretty horses.
Blood Meridian.
The road and Blood Meridian, an evening redness in the West.
Well, I read all the pretty horses. In
read the road, Dave. I tell you what, how come you 3 guys, you 3 guys are fathers, and not a one of you has read the road?
I read it, man.
I don't.
How come the 2 single guys with no kids have read the road, and the 3 married guys with kids haven't?
Why? What
is the hell's wrong with you?
It's the Saints 2024 season, Dave. It's sadness upon sadness upon sadness. Where we're heading if they draft.
Basically at the end of the 2024 season, especially if we take your goddamn draft, your son's going to be looking up at you in week 17 going, "Are we the good guys, Dad? Are we still holding the fire? Do we still have the fire, Dad?"
What
is that a
Meanwhile,
Dune
you're going to have a
reference?
horrific gash in your leg. You're going to be bleeding out in section whatever the hell it is at the 50-yard line, dying a slow, painful death, and you're going to be telling your kid to go wander off with the last can of Coke in existence.
Rain.
What?
God, I hope 1 year from now we're doing a review podcast and all these players are on track for Hall of Fame.
What's next, Thomas?
We will do it.
Yeah.
What's next? A little sneak
We should do a whole episode just on what the fuck? What the hell is going on? My watch just started playing music. We should do a whole review episode just on our. Can we do that next week?
We will do that on daily show.
Can we review our mock drafts from last year? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
All right, what's next, Thomas? What's next?
We will.
All right. Next question from Aldi Marino, a long one. He asks, if there was a Saints version of the classic board game Operation, what would be some of the game piece names? Some of the current pieces include Brain Freeze, Funny Bone, Butterfly in the Stomach, Wrenched Ankle, Water on the Knee.
Mesh surgery groin would be on there, right?
You stole mine. Yeah, the mesh. You got to get the
Some
mesh.
with soft tissue.
Got to get mesh. Got to have a finger. You got Davenport's finger.
You got to put the deer antler spray on the knee. The deer antler spray is part of the medicine.
Yeah. Let's see. You gotta have a gun where the penis is. Don't shoot your dick off.
I mean, between Carr and Drew Brees, the rib injury is becoming
the rib.
Oh, definitely
a big one for the quarterback. The cracked rib, multiple cracked ribs.
Oh, you got to have the Liz Frank.
Oh yeah.
On the toe, on the foot.
Yeah.
Got to have Liz.
I like
Frank.
your boy Allen's. You could have the mouth open and you could just be dropping a W in there.
Eating the W, yeah.
And a crab leg.
Jameis.
Turf toe. Oh, that's a Schuler reference.
Turf toe. Gotta have.
I mean, if you're gonna go historical Saints, you got detached retina, you got turf toe.
Right, detached retina. Nick Fairley's heart. You got
hernia.
Michael Thomas's ankle.
Sports hernia.
What was the issue? What was the issue with Olin Kreutz?
Besides the fact that he almost punched Drew Brees in the face.
His brain.
Your boy Allen says the Mario Bates, the jaw wired shut.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Delvin Bros broken leg.
Yeah.
Oh, Delvin Bros, his neck
His neck was before the Saints, but Delvin Bro's not broken leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take it out and you think you've done it correct, but it still buzzes. I love this.
Dave, damn. From the other room.
I love this.
Holy
the
shit.
Saints
The
operation.
game could be sponsored by Oshner, and you get to play it once, and then it just burns, sets fire to itself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you boy out Chase Young neck. Yeah. It's amazing. Saints
that's on the new. That's on the new expansion pack. You got to buy the expansion pack for that.
Yeah.
What's next, Thomas?
All right, final question of the show belongs to Butteridge. And he asks, who would be the worst person for Loomis to take draft advice from out of the four of you all?
Well,
you
apparently me.
You cannot pick
Dave Cariello, final answer.
Yeah, when I saw this question earlier today, I thought, boy, we're just racing. I'm racing to the podium to scream Ralph's name.
Yes.
But my God, Dave. My God.
It's clearly me because
wait a minute. Now, I don't get this. Okay, because yes, PFF doesn't take into account need. And they still gave me an A. Ralph took into account need, and they still gave him a C+. And you think that's better than my draft? That's crazy.
Well, to be fair, I traded 3 picks and reached for a tackle. And they hated that. They hated that.
This is some recency
No,
bias.
I'll say I'm the worst person because, as Andrew can attest, like, if a player that I like gets anywhere near pick 14, I will mortgage everything for them. Like if
are you really giving Mickey Loomis advice, or are you just empowering Mickey with his own thoughts?
No, I'm like the bad angel on his shoulder. Like right. Mickey has these thoughts, but I'm like gasoline to the fires. Like if Neighbors got to like pick 8, I'd be like, Mickey, trade it up, get Neighbors, do it. Ali Marini said I'm like his drunk crippled angel on his shoulder. I just pop up and I'm like, do it, Mickey.
I don't know how other Saints fans feel, but if the Saints pick Neighbors and they traded up to get him, like I would almost excuse any horrific record this year. And when fans would trace it back and be like, you see, we should have waited until 14 and taken a tackle. The season was a disaster. I'd be like, what are you talking about, man? Neighbors has 74 catches this year. He's awesome. So I would drink the Kool-Aid.
I could talk myself. I could get over them trading up for Neighbors, and they're like, the Saints traded the 2025 first, the 2026 second, the 2029 third. I could get over it for Neighbors.
Yeah.
Nola Fredo says, like, I wouldn't hate it, but I wouldn't love it. You would hate it for about 4 seconds, and then you'd see those Neighbors highlight, and you'd be all in.
What's important to realize.
The thing is, I think I'm about to say what Kevin's about to say, but the Saints need to stop trading up. They need to stop giving up assets. Like that.
Good luck with that, man.
They're not good anymore. We need bodies.
Yes.
Is that what you were about to say, Kevin?
No, I mean, I think the important thing to realize is that the best person Loomis could listen to for advice would be this guy right here.
That's right.
Kevin.
This guy.
Yeah, he's right. He was.
Interesting.
We need bodies.
Trade down.
We need the bodies.
Just once. Just like once, even if it's like in the 4th round or whatever, just one time, Mickey could trade.
Kevin, if you were in the draft room, would you be comfortable tackling Mickey Loomis?
No, because I'm sure I would be beaten to a pulp by about 5 or 6 people and hit with God only knows what they could get their hands
Mickey
on.
Loomis is not a young man.
I'd be hauled out of the room. I'd honestly be hauled out of the draft room and out of Airline Highway like that guy in Casino who kept his damn boots on the table.
Okay, let's say in this hypothetical that it's just you and Mickey and Jeff Ireland, the 3 of you in a room, and you're collaborating and you're making decisions together, the 3 of you, about who to pick for the Saints. how violent, how much of your wrestling moves that you use in your, wrestling stuff would you apply in the Saints draft room?
The DDT.
Knowing that there's no bodyguard and
It's choreographed.
If you knew he was going to trade up to stop
Kevin
him.
doesn't actually know how to fight.
I mean, the problem with that is like Mickey won't be cooperating if I go to take him down or anything like that, or go to pick him up.
Yeah, right. Follow-up question: does Mickey get the script for the fight beforehand?
No. That's the problem.
He just have to wait.
He doesn't. Yeah, I mean, you can't call it in the back if we're already in the back trying to do the draft. So really, all I'm going to be able to do is just cut promos on him and insult his intelligence and whatever else I can think of.
Cut the phone lines.
To try and browbeat him into not doing anything stupid.
You got to cut the phone.
You're gonna be like, hey, Kevin, I got this guy named Dave. He sells T-shirts. He's telling me I should take the best guy available, and according to our board, best guy available is this cornerback here. And I'm just gonna where are you hearing that? Is he on your phone? And he's gonna hold up his phone, and I'm just gonna smack the shit out of his hand and say, now listen to me. I'm gonna grab him by his lapels and just shake the shit out of him and just be like, now you listen to me, you old shit. Have we drafted a tackle yet? Yes. How many other players have we taken? Have you considered taking another tackle? Have you considered taking an edge defender? Have you considered taking a wide receiver who can compete for it to be the solid number 2 on this team? Have you considered and run through this entire list of what we need? And then finally,
I took an edge defender.
What were you going to say, Andrew?
I was going to ask you, how likely is it that there's a scenario where they're in this draft room and Kevin makes advice to Mickey Loomis to trade down or whatever, and
he laughs at him,
and he just gets thrown out of the room?
Yeah, that's likely.
That's very likely.
Very likely.
More likely is, that's great, Kevin. I just traded next year's one.
Yeah, okay. How likely is it that Kevin gets so annoying about trading down that Mickey Loomis trades up even more than he normally would?
That's it. That's it.
Out of spite.
He pays double to move up 4 spots.
He goes full Ditka.
The full
You tried to get cute. Now look what you did.
Yeah. Thomas, before we get out of here, give us the final MVP tally.
Okay, thanks for everyone who donated. We are on a 36-week donation streak, donation goal streak. Thanks to Budwig, to Jason Champagne, to Nikolai, to your boy Alan, and to the MVP, who's back for the 4th time this draft season. Who is? The one and only, the VIP, Hatchet John.
Thank you, Hatchet John. You're the best.
Damn.
Thanks. Go ahead, Thomas. Go ahead.
No, I just said damn. Come on, man.
No, I was going to say thanks to everybody for donating. We can't do this without you. Get excited about the draft. Get excited about the show. People that listen to the free version, we appreciate you too. Go to Saints Happy Hour and become a patron. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting Saints Happy Hour. Become a patron. We can't do this without you guys. Support everybody that supports the show. They make this happen. Join our community. We can get bigger. We can have more fun. Thanks to Dave, Andrew, Kevin, Thomas, the best producer on earth, running the show back in Poland. Remember, kids, if you're going to support a Saints podcast, support the one that wins awards. And until next time, the bar is closed.